and welcome to the Back to IBS. I'm Aprajita, and joining me today is someone who's been driving financial decisions with impact and insight. He's currently a director at RBSA Advisors and was once a finance enthusiast, just like many of us. Let's welcome Mr. Vaibhav Gupta.
Thank you.
Vaibhav sir, it's great to have you here. So let me start with something simple. What is it like revisiting your alma mater after stepping so far into the corporate world?
First of all, thank you for inviting me here. It's been more than 20 years that I passed out of ICFI Gurgaon, and it's a flashback of a lot of memories. In terms of seeing the campus, meeting the alumni cell coordinators and everyone, and obviously seeing the students which are incoming for the batch of 2027. So it's mixed, I would say, a lot of feelings in the background, and I really look forward to staying connected, more often with the institute.
All right. So advisory roles often require a sharp judgment and market analysis under pressure. Can you recall a time in college where these skills were first tested?
I would say, a lot of it was very basic. When we kind of get into academics. We were taught about financial analysis, strategic financial management, decision making, which requires you to analyze financial statements for various situations, whether it is capital budgeting or M&A. But when you enter the corporate, right, and you get into advisory roles, it requires a lot of rigor, a lot of diligence on your own part to make sure that you understand the financials, you understand the companies better before taking any decision and before advising any recommendations. So stepping stones, again, go back to what you learned in college, but at the same time, it requires you to, develop your own mindset and be far more diligent and think how you can add really more value to the decision making.
Finance can be tense. Balance sheets, valuations, forecasts. What's your go-to way to unwind or de-stress when there's too much pressure and workload?
I typically try to take breaks in my work so that you come back fresh, and you look at the numbers from a fresh perspective. It could be going out, meeting a colleague, spending 5-10 minutes talking about something which is not work related, right? And engage with the team, which helps develop a rapport as well as give you a break from what you were looking at, and then come back, spend next couple of hours further analyzing or further getting deep into the analysis, so that you stay focused, but you get those short breaks to unwind yourself.
Now let's talk a little bit about leadership. What's one leadership lesson you learned at IBS that still stays with you?
I would say, leadership is not a role or a title. It is more of your personality, because everybody is a leader from where he is, right? And there is no right or wrong leader. The idea is that, whichever role you are into, you take the team, you take the people along with you, you develop yourself, and then you help them, you encourage them, you motivate them, you empower them to take the right roles and develop their, careers. So everybody is a leader from where they are.
If we opened your old college notebook, what random scribble or note we might find that reflects who you were back then?
Very long back, so I don't know what will you find in my notebooks. I hardly used to take notes. I used to do more of mental notes. So, but I'm sure you will find a lot of number crunching and looking at analysis, financial analysis notes. Those were my favorite subjects. FRM used to be my very, very, very favorite subject. I think that was one of the subjects I used to score much better than the rest of the subjects. But I would like to say one thing, right? Whatever you learn in college is one part, and it doesn't define what you will become, right? Because you might be learning 10 things. You're not going to do 10 things in life. You're going to do 1 or 2 things very, very well, develop yourself, and then move to something else. So, take it with a pinch of salt that you might not be good in something, but that doesn't mean that you cannot develop it, once you enter the job.
It doesn't define.
Yeah, it doesn't define.
From boardrooms to campus lawns, the contrast is real. What do you miss the most about student life?
The flexibility to be, doing anything, at any point, right? When you're in college, nobody's defining what you have to do. And you spend a lot of time with your friends, with your batchmates, on campus, off campus. So that is one thing that I definitely miss. I happen to meet some of my batchmates once in a while, And we discussed a lot in terms of the fun times we used to had back in 2002, 2003. So I met one of my colleagues, not colleagues, batchmate. He was colleague for a small time. He's based in Noida, and we had a lot of fun time for one day, just talking about the college time.
Absolutely. This is truly a masterclass in reflection and reality. Thank you so much, Vaibhav sir, for joining us. We hope to keep learning from leaders like you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.